Hello, my Planet Coaster friends. Johnny5 Alive here, and welcome back to another episode of Coaster Spotlight. The theme for today's Coaster Bundle series, we have 5 incredible wooden coasters. All of the coasters here today are giant woodies. We have the Night Wooden Coaster, Texas Twister, BOLTWORK Wooden Coaster, Blue Thunder, and the Timbers Plunge. All 5 absolutely unique wooden coasters, all offering something very different from the others. So it's going to be an awesome episode. Woodies are one of my favorites. So without further delay, ladies and gentlemen, let's get right on into it. All right, welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Wooden Coaster Park. We have woodies everywhere. It's absolutely amazing. And what is this medieval castle? This looks incredible. This is our first creation of the day. Ladies and gentlemen, we are looking at Night Wooden Coaster created by Roaster, the Wooden Coaster Roaster. Love to see it. Welcome to the wonderful, excited adventure of the medieval wooden coaster called Night. Be brave, fight with honor, and become a 7 legend. The wooden coaster is my first ever coaster, former Planet Zoo only player in brackets. It's compact, but as a blueprint, I almost outmaxed the 4K objects. Hopefully, we'll be able to put your own music to it soon, which you can now after the update. Go back in time and enjoy this ride. Awesome. All right, this is a really cool queue. I like how we start off walking across, what do they call it? Is it the portcullis? The sides, the tops of the castle there, through the garden, the courtyard, and up to the coaster. Everything's really fantastically decorated. I recently had some issues with coaster results not working after the update, but this seems to be about right. 80 kilometers per hour, about 1 kilometer in length. There's the look at the G-forces there. 4 airtime counts, 3 seconds of total airtime, and a 32,000 scenery rating. That is quite high. We'll kick things off with a traditional seat view. Let's go. This is from a Planet Zoo player. Welcome to the Planet Coaster community, Roaster. Let's check out his coaster. Oh, these little swords on the flags are adorable. Okay. And here we go. Wow, frickin' way! That is incredible. Looks like we might have some nighttime lighting on this one. What an adventure that is. That actually felt like a park coaster, all done in a blueprint. You did say you were having troubles filling that 4K. I mean, it's actually super impressive how much you jammed in here. The scenes, you had the coaster not using the traditional supports at times, building your own. But also going through like the courtyard, and you really like took us on a medieval fantasy adventure, and I thought that was super impressive. Let's switch it over to Night, maybe? Question mark? And let's see how this goes. We're gonna zip through here to the top of the lift and then go. All right, enjoy the night ride. Ooh, it's a little bit foggy here. Got some lanterns, a little bit of the moonlight. It's not the best lit for night. They didn't tell me to check it out at night, but I do like some of the fog in the atmosphere. Yeah. A few more lanterns could go a long way, but it's actually not bad. Where you have it is... Yeah, we just need a little bit more. That's all right, though. I figured, out of any of the ones that were gonna have nighttime lighting, it would have been this one, right? The other coasters don't have as much theming to them as in this episode as this one. So I figured we'd give it a shot. Like, this area looks phenomenal. Yeah. I think a few areas, if you would have punched up the lighting, it has a really good atmosphere where we see it. Let's pop out and take a look at the creation from a bird's eye view. This is actually spectacular. You scaled up the rocks, you built a castle using those Viking pieces, the courtyard, the custom supports going around the outside like this is really cool. It looks nice. It has a great footprint. This is a 5 out of 5 star creation from me. It's very hard to take a wooden coaster and give it an interesting exploration landscape inside of that of a blueprint, because you have to you consider scaling up rocks and building custom supports, and you even went and built castles and all that stuff. It's kind of crazy for a Planet Zoo. And I did forget to mention that this was an unranked builder, but I do think we're gonna pop you up to advanced, because this is really, really sensational work here. So, Planet Zoo builder, welcome to the Planet Coaster community. And you keep building like this, I want to see what else you can do next, Roaster. So please do create more and send more stuff in. Can't wait to see what you do next. That was absolutely incredible. Let's go. All right, ladies and gentlemen, our next creation of the day is Texas Twister by Cody Furlong, another unranked and now builder to this community. And here they say, my first coaster build that I liked in Planet Coaster 2. That's it. I can't see anything in the queue. Let's turn the light on. Oh boy. Wait, what? Did I just get spun around when I turned the light on? My goodness. All right, can we hop these? No, we can't. We're going the long way. All right, Q could use a little bit of work in comparison to the last one we saw, but I think this creator is like focused on the coaster, so let's see how fun the coaster layout is on this. Here's a look at all the stats. 1.36 kilometers in length, 112 kilometers per hour. Sometimes the scenery rating doesn't kick in until it gets going. I am curious because the only majorly themed one, other than the one that has custom supports, is that fantasy coaster over there. Boom, 4,000. Few trees. 4,000 of trees. All right. Let's check out the Woody. You know what? We'll do a track view for this one, front bumper, and then we'll ride the back of the train. Let's go. Got another one going up right now. We will hop over to the look forward at the back of the train. I actually really like the coaster layout on this one. Pretty good layout overall. All right, very nicely done. We got the transfer tracks off to the side there. Love to see a little bit touch of realism there. Look at that. It is beautifully designed. Great use of the momentum on that coaster. Just kind of stalling us out a little bit and then gaining that speed again on the drops. Just really thorough use of the momentum. Great coaster layout on that as well. It's looking really nice. Boarding station could use a little bit of love. I mean, in terms of, you know, you said this is your very first coaster that you liked. The coaster track is the focus, and I think you did well at that. Put a couple letters there up at the top of the coaster. You have the boarding station. Q could have used a little bit of work, but you know what? I think it's a great start. It's an absolutely a great start. So well done on this one. Welcome to the community. Cody Furlong, now a builder in the community. Let's go. Coaster number 3, ladies and gentlemen, is going to BOLTWORK wooden coaster by Mr. MRcanderPants, a pioneer in this community. And here they say, hey Johnny, thank you for checking out my coaster. It's a wooden coaster I made for a park that I'm working on, and I figured I'd upload it to the workshop so others can use it as well. It has custom supports, so the station is included in a separate blueprint. Can be easily added to the snap kit. All right, we're pausing. I was not prepared for this. I mean, I guess there's no way to indicate that it's a 2-part blueprint unless you tell me in the description, which I don't read until after I've set it up. BOLTWORK wooden coaster part 2. Bolt part 2. Now they did say snap kit, but I don't know where the snapping point is. Yeah, I can't get it to work. I don't know why. With snap kits, you've had them placed and then you duplicate them and then snap them together. But when they're coming out of a menu like this and they're not properly aligned like that, it's actually kind of hard to work. For some reason, it's just not snapping. And maybe it's because it's off angle by 1%. But even when I put them over there, I couldn't get them to work. So I don't know. I've done snap kits with individual pieces, but not entire coasters. So it is a bit curious. I'm just gonna have to eyeball it. These all look like they're kind of at the proper height and in the right location. I think that's as good as it gets. All right, now the build looks even better. Holy moly, BOLTWORK. I was actually impressed by the build in and of itself, just because of this, you guys. This selection group. Oh, it's not doing it now. There we go. 3,200 custom supports. Would you look at that? That is dedication right there. So you made a nice coaster layout and then removed the supports, added your own, and it created a beautiful aesthetic, and then a simple boarding station to boot. Yeah, let's check it out. Mr. MrcanderPants. I feel like it's been a while since I've seen a creation from them. A pioneer in the community, has not earned their legend rank. Is this legendary enough to earn your legendary rank? I know you said you're working on a park. Basically, pioneers are legends from Planet Coaster 1, but we haven't seen what they're capable of in Planet Coaster 2. This seems pretty legendary, but it is a simple 4K coaster. 24,000 scenery just from custom supports. Whoops, I hit start test. Well, we're going without the guests. We'll have no flailing arms at least, so we might as well do seat view. Let's go. Wow, a lot of little realistic details and subtle touches I just noticed now, or while we were riding that I should have pushed this in a little bit. Oh, look at that. So I guess there needs to be some, I mean, unless you actually ride it beforehand, which I did not do because I like to do it all live. It might be good to have a sign out front that says there's some terrain work. But that should fix it. And I guess that second blueprint brought in a tree. Where was that? We smacked into a tree at some point. Here it is. Oh, I just deleted the whole second blueprint. So I don't know if it's just off a little bit or what's going on, but yeah, there's a tree there that shouldn't be. Okay, it's actually a really amazing wooden coaster. I actually really like the boarding station as well. Great layout on this. We're gonna ride it one more time at the back of the train here. Let's do that. Look forward at the back. All right, beautiful wooden coaster. Station, layout, custom supports, it has it all. A lot of realism there too with the tunnels and all of that. The transfer tracks, really nailing it on this one. Mr. MRcanderPants, and if this is any indication of what your park is gonna look like, I'm actually really excited for that. And so much so that this is a good creation, not quite legendary. I mean, it shows that you're playing the game. It shows a lot of quality, but I would like to give you your legend rank once you submit your park. So I'm looking forward to seeing this legendary park from you, Mr. MRcanderPants. I'm sure it will absolutely knock our socks off. So, but good to see you building in Planet Coaster. I think this is your first creation that I've seen from you in Planet Coaster 2. So can't wait to see what your theme park looks like. So be sure to DM me on Discord when you have that done, if it's not done already by the time this video goes live. This one was in the bin for a hot minute, so it might actually be finished. All right, next up, ladies and gentlemen, Blue Thunder, created by Sci-Fi Dude 79, an unranked builder in this community, and here they say a lot. Hey, Johnny, this is my first submission after watching your videos for almost a year. I've been playing Planet Coaster for years, but your videos really inspired me to take things up a notch. This is also my first completed blueprint in Planet Coaster 2, which I call Blue Thunder. It's a wooden coaster with a pretty small footprint. This is a trick I started doing eons ago in RCT to make rides fit into smaller spaces and don't require a massive amount of money to construct. The theming is very generic, as I wasn't looking to build yet another mythology or Viking themed ride. Somebody's been watching the show. I wanted to be able to drop this into a temperate park, so I went with something, some simple buildings, fence, signs, and a lot of plants. I try to base my coasters off real life, so everything from the layout to the lighting, the queue, and the signage, and even the station house are based off things in real life. I'm hoping to do some more grand in the future, something more grand in the future, provided I can stay focused enough to do it. Well done. A very solid first-time creation from Sci-Fi Dude. A lot of new names in this episode. Glad that you finally decided to submit something to the show. The coaster layout is actually quite nice. Again, everybody's got, it's a running theme. Not only are we doing wooden coasters, we got doing a touch of realism, a solid footprint. Now, you did mention in your read that you said it's a trick that you've been doing in RCT to keep things compact. And I'm not sure what that trick is. I think you just mean like keeping everything within a small footprint. I definitely did the same thing back in RCT as well. A little bit more challenging doing that in Planet Coaster, but the footprint is nice. Definitely a solid footprint with a good coaster track layout within that. It looks beautiful. It's really well done. You said clean aesthetic. That's what you're going for, and I definitely appreciate that. It looks and delivers. So hopefully in the next one, you just kind of elevate it. You are the sci-fi dude, so maybe you take a stab at doing something sci-fi, retro, neon, I don't know, something like that. And yeah, just deliver something a little bit more crazy and thematic in the next one, maybe. But I think it's a solid first-time creation. Welcome to the community, Sci-Fi Dude, and you are now a builder as well. So our last creation of the day, ladies and gentlemen, is going to Timber's Plunge by Yama Gaming 12. And they're a silver Patreon. Thank you so much for your support, Yama. And here they say, welcome to Timber's Plunge, basic compact coaster with low budget theming in mind. Also added custom fire. Enjoy. Okay, we have a problem. You did not connect your queue. No wonder no one's going on this. Oh my heavens, you didn't connect the queue. Bonk, nailed it. Well, there's the queue, ladies and gentlemen. Keeping it simple. A little bit of fence work, a little bit of nature work, a simple boarding station. We have a running theme here. Ooh, here's the fire you spoke of. Short, simple introduction. Yama. Let's check out your Woody. That sounds wrong. There's a look at the ride results if you'd like to see them. And let's throw a song on here. Short and sweet like the introduction. Oh my goodness. There's a tree that we're smacking into. Was that me who placed that there? It's in a group, which tells me I didn't place it there. Yeah, they're grouped. Coaster could use a little bit of refinement. It's a little bit tight and janky at times, a little bit more smoothing. Just give yourself a little bit more breathing room, stretch out your tracks a little bit more, like we can see from some of our other creators here, but not a bad first time effort. And shout out to Yama Gaming. Thank you so much for supporting the show through Patreon. I think this is a solid first start, so keep on keeping on. And welcome to the community. We are giving you your builder rank as well. All right, 5 amazing wooden coasters, touches of realism throughout. Definitely going over the top on this first one by Roaster, a Planet Zoo player, taking it over the top with the theming. Love to see it. That's going to be the star for me in this episode. And we got to give it up to Mr. Vanderpants for doing 3,000 custom supports. All of these are doing something different, and I like them all for different reasons. So everybody here delivering something unique and innovative. So great job, everybody. What did you guys think of today's wooden coasters? Fire away down in the comments below. And is there a particular like type of coaster that you would like to see 5 of? We could do flying coasters, single rails, inverts, whatever you want. We can do a whole episode of your favorite coaster type. So let me know what your favorite coaster type is down in the comments below, and maybe we can make that happen for a future bundle here. Boom, there it is. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see you all in the next video. Bye now.